Close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my mind.
Oh my god, mercury is certainly on the rise today in Melbourne. The heat wave is insane. It's a total fire ban across the state, and that is because we're going to be getting to 40 degrees heat today. It's already started. It's about 9:20 a.m. and I can feel the heat. My eyes are already burning red. I tried to put on my glasses. Yes guys, I'm getting old. I do wear glasses. I've been wearing them for over a decade now, and yeah, I have to after this, but I just want to do this video without having my glasses on. I've got 2 videos to upload today. Let me see if I can get to that before I get to my appointment. Now, before I get ahead of myself, we're going to be doing trending now. I haven't done this in months, and not because there's not been any stories to report on. It's just I'm just busy, guys. I am a busy mom. It is hectic, it is chaotic. I am missing out on my YouTube moments. This is the moment that oftentimes keeps me zen, and I can't even get those zen anymore. I might have to find an equestrian spa zen retreat just to get these horses within my energy. Thank you so much to my latest subscribers for coming on board the Posh Farm train. I'm a chatterbox. I'm a blabber. If you haven't been here for a long time, you're welcome. Go through my playlist. There should be something that'll lock you in here. For the existing diehard Posh Farm, I do appreciate your continuous show of support. We're going gradually. It's a slow process. Let's just have fun. I do not know if I'm gonna get the algorithm or the YouTube etiquette right. However, I'm not gonna lose the fact that this is a therapy sessions for me. And with that said, let's get into some of the trending stories that is making or that has gone viral in the last few weeks or months. Now guys, 2024 has started off with a bang, and when I say bang, I mean it quite literally. Now the royal family were the first with the breaking news, and the reason I am mentioning that now in February is because there's been another few breaking news, and there's a few controversy. Conspiracy theorists are on the rise with all of the conspiracy regarding the absence of Kate Middleton, and we'll get to that. Now it started off, with the announcement from Buckingham Palace breaking news that Kate Middleton was going in for a planned abdominal surgery. Now it did not state what exactly was wrong with Kate Middleton. Now a lot of us were wondering, what is this planned abdominal surgery? I was like, she is very skinny, so there's no way she's going in for a liposuction or tummy tuck or abdominoplasty or what have you, because oftentimes those are planned. They're not an emergency thing. And he didn't say emergency because emergency, you feel for the first thing in your head would be appendicitis or appendectomy or a gallbladder, lap cholecystectomy. So it's just a few things that you would think in an emergency, or a bowel obstruction. So that is not an emergency. That's an emergency, right? But this one that she's having is actually planned. So we're thinking she's too skinny to have an abdominal surgery, or liposuction. So what could it be? We still don't know. She went for this surgery and she is still missing. She is MIA. Now we're thinking, is it a total hysterectomy? She doesn't have kids anymore. What exactly is going on here? Well, the speculation will continue until Kate herself or Buckingham Palace comes out with the actual details. Now, this is where I decided to chime in, and that's the fact that there's been a few conspiracy theory going on YouTube. There's few alleged stories or report that Kate is experiencing alleged, domestic abuse. Maybe William has given her a black eye, or something like that, or their marriage is on the rock and she has just sort of MIA just to get away from it all. You and I, we don't know exactly what's going on. Until Kate herself comes out to tell us what's going on, we will keep speculating. And they should do that quickly, because rumor mill is a rift. Oh, is this a ploy to get us talking to make the royal family relevant again? Because it could be that they love to be on the news. And what better way to be on the news than to maintain military silence so people can speculate as much as they like? I think sometime last year there were rumors that allegedly Williams is cheating on his wife with some famous lady. We don't know. Now, whilst I cannot put it past the royal family, it's in their DNA, right? Like, I mean, like father, like son. Apple does not really fall far from the tree. So is it something that William can do? Absolutely. The dad did it. Camilla Parker Bowles is now the Queen of England. And that she was, first of all, known as the side piece for Prince when he was a prince. And here they are, living happily ever after, doing all of that for a long time with the affair that went on with those people. So again, let's just keep it a little bit tamed. I am going to join in on the charade and see where this all ends. Now, with that particular health scare or health episode or health emergency that Buckingham Palace revealed, it didn't take 24 hours before the King Charles also had some medical episode too. He was booked in for a routine prostate exam. People oftentimes call that TURBT. So that's TURBT is the bladder tumor. So, and then we're like, oh, that's routine, he's had that enlarged prostate for a while. So, he's close to 80s. So what, it's normal for that age. And a lot of us didn't really make much of it until days later, it was revealed that he has got cancer. Now, we do not know exactly what type of cancer he has, but when you look at the anatomy of the previous announcement of having him go in or him going in for an enlarged prostate, you would then think they probably were in that anatomy, the bladder, they found something, so we're thinking it's probably related to bladder cancer. Who knows? Again, it's between us speculating, and all of this is alleged. I don't want anybody to come for me, okay? I know nothing. I know what you don't know. I do not know what you know. In fact, I am alleging, guys, so please. And so that's where we are at. While we'll wait for confirmation on his exact cancer, they do say, or they have come out to say that he is, good, just going to take a break from the busy schedule that he has, or how the royal family and how it's very busy running an entire world, being a royal, or he's the confederate. So it's a lot Commonwealth, sorry, not Commonwealth, running the entire Commonwealth nation. So it's a lot for him, and so he needed a break. Now, just as that news was breaking, Sarah Ferguson, ex-wife of Prince Andrew. Now, Prince Andrew. I'm not going to talk a little bit more. That man that had a thing allegedly to do with Epstein. Remember Epstein that died, leaving behind a lot of unanswered questions? I'm not going to harp on that. Anyway, she also came out to reveal she's got cancer, or her cancer. She had cancer prior, right? And then I think they found more cancer. So I'm like, what is going on in this household? It's just, this now started, 2024 is just hitting them hard with all of the medical tsunami. It's kind of overwhelming. And now this week, there's been a few deaths in the royal circle. Whilst the queen went for a funeral service somewhere in Greece. There's also now a death that Prince William had to take a leave of absence going for that particular funeral to attend to. People are speculating it might be this. And so I saw this on 9 News now this morning that Prince William is no longer going to go or accompany the Queen to Greece, because the particular person that they are sending forth is Constantino or whatever, something Greece, okay, linked to the late Prince Philip. Prince Philip, yeah. So we don't really know exactly what's going on, but this particular death that is or was announced is quite shocking, because the guy is 40 something and dated Pippa Middleton or something, and friends with Harry, friend of the family. He's an ill or something. Guys, it's a lot, and I don't have all the details, okay? As you can see, I'm stuttering, just trying to remember most of these missing puzzles. But it's safe to say that this is the medical tsunami is still hitting them really hard. There's no end in sight, and we're wishing them, sending them all positive vibes. Now, with this particular news in mind, I want to quickly hop on a viral TikTok lady, Riza something, who, came out with this viral 50-part series, Who the F Did I Marry? Now, this lady documented from start to finish how she got entangled with some guy, aka Legion, entangled with a pathological liar. And she recounted all the events that went down in the space of 2 years. According to her, they met within a couple of weeks, they were tying the knots, which for me was the biggest red flag. And this is why women are always going to be caught in this sort of sticky situation, because we're so in tune. We've been brainwashed to think that marriage is the end all and be all, and so when you are across certain age, 35, 37, you start to panic. And any Tom, Dick and Harry that comes and tells you, I love you, you are like wedding bells, and you do not know. So how do you marry someone you only know for a couple of weeks? That's quite funny to me. There has to be something that should have given this woman the first red flag that something is not quite right. But then again, people meet and in 2 days they fall in love, and in 3 days they get married. It's something that's happened. Some marriages have withstood the test of time in that particular story sentiment. However, we are no longer in the baby boomer age. This is the millennial have given birth to, and Gen Z, who are just a particular breed. And so it is quite astonishing to, in this day and age, to want to not do your own groundwork, or should I say enlist the services of intel, on the groundwork. Go ask families, find out who this person is, where is he from. I need to know his historical friend. If he has got none, red flag. Why? Ask the questions. Can you trace his job to a storefront? Because I know all the businesses are all logistics these days. They are all digitally modified. So it's hard to find a brick and mortar business. Everyone is working from home. It is just, it's chaos. So you really don't know. But I would say though, it was quite revealing. I don't have a TikTok account, but I got to watch not 50 of them because it was quite long. I think I started watching from episode 20 to 50. I tried, guys. I did try. There was a lot of repetition, and quite frankly, this is a lesson for us women to read the fine print. Just read the fine print. Read the fine print. You're not only bringing someone, a total stranger, into your life, you are bringing in their exes into your life. You're bringing in their diseases into your life. I mean, we only have one life. It's only fair to make it right, do the right thing, and make sure that what you're buying into is genuinely going to keep you safe. Now, I decided to hop on this because I want to segue into this particular series that's also trending. Is it on Netflix? I don't have Netflix, I don't know. Called 90 Days Fiancé. So I saw on Instagram where there's this particular lady called Angela, married to a Nigerian man, and obviously 90 Days Fiancé, as the name states, they were together, and within 90 days they became engaged, and now she was able to go over to Nigeria, marry this man, and bring this man to America. Now what's breaking is, the reason it's catching my attention now, because guys, I don't follow this series, I don't watch it, is because the guy allegedly ran away. And so she was making this heartfelt plea to find her missing husband. Now, I tried to do a little bit of groundwork. Now, I didn't, guys, I did not have to do it. It wasn't difficult. I just went through the comment section because there's someone that knows something. Apparently, the lady is abusive, treats the guy unkindly. And so you will think now, because we Nigerians, we've got a bad rap, that we always have something sinister. We're never genuine, everything has got an ulterior motive. But you won't blame us. Everything should be transactional, in my opinion, okay? And until you prove or yourself otherwise, you're guilty. And that's how I deal. You are guilty unless you prove yourself otherwise. And make no mistake, I take everything that I see in face value. I don't engage. I take you at face value. Whatever you tell me is hanging in the air. And the day you say something that kind of contradicts what you've said, my brain finds it, and that's it for you. No more. We're done. Okay? But again, you're still at face value. Apparently, the guy ran. Now, we don't know, because now he has just been found. Thank God, because I was actually thinking, are you sure this woman hasn't done something to this guy and then crying foul that the guy is missing? Well, I'm glad the guy has been found. Maybe he can now come out and tell us or share his story. Now, is he able to get his American citizen given all the mess that's happening because the woman is alleging he might be gay, which there's nothing wrong. Like I always say, if you are repping the other team, please own up. Wear it loud and proud so that we can embrace your truth. But if you come and lie, you live in denial, you get a woman by deception, you get a man by deception, when you know this is not who you are, it makes it hard. So we don't know. There's still a lot of missing pieces, a lot of puzzles to put together with this particular story. I will not follow you guys. I'm not interested. However, I wouldn't even go and find the photos. It's on Instagram. Angela and this Nigerian guy from 90 Day Fiancé. If something will come up, guys, and you can figure that out for yourself. And I'm going to pivot to Posha Williams, which is the reason I'm actually doing this post today. Posha Williams, if you remember her from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, by the way, she is coming back. She took a hiatus, I think, for 2-3 seasons, but now she has signed a mega deal and she is coming back. No surprise, because this week news broke, or last week, the first news that broke was the fact that her husband that she married after meeting him on the show whilst he was with another woman, they were together, they got married within 15 months, and now the marriage has hit the rock. Now, it is being alleged that Simon Gobadia, who is, by the way, I'm not sure who he is, because the US consulate has denied him US citizen. So he's now, I would say, a Nigerian guy, Nigerian living in the United States of America. He's lived there for close to four decades. And so 4 decades, that's 40 something years, right? Yeah. And so it's shocking to find out now that the US has denied him citizenship. Reasons: he had gotten into, he went to America legitimately and was deported following some fraudulent activities. All of this is alleged, guys. And then somehow he fraudulently made his way back into America. And this time was able to successfully stay on using a different name, using different aliases. And now he thought he was smarter than the FBI, the US consulate, and he thought he could apply with his new identity as a US citizen. But guess what? Now that's the problem with some men or some African fraudsters. They do it so much, like they are so neck deep in their fraudulent activities that it becomes them. And so they cannot differentiate between what is real and what is fake. And they become so confident in their antics that they think they can get away with anything and everything. And this is where it has come to bite him in the butt. He married a famous woman, and of course with that fame and notoriety comes scrutiny. People are going to dig deep and find where you're from. In fact, they will find the least thing you did when you were still a toddler. They will go and uncover. And this is his mistake. Thinking that you have all of this skeleton in your closet, you should be hiding. You should stay incognito. No. And now they have denied him US citizenship. What does that mean? I think he probably has a green card. In effect, probably should be able to stay there. I don't know. Can he be deported after 42 years? I really don't know. But now that's not even the breaking news, because a couple days after that, Posha Williams filed for divorce. And while I found it a little bit confusing, because 6 days before this divorce announcement by people, she was gallivanting in Dubai with this guy. They were kissing, they were smoozing, they were on a boat car-like trip, because in Dubai, everything is so, like, futuristic. They were all lovey-dovey. They were, I still went on an Instagram page, and most of these photos of her and Gobadia Simon are still there. And so I'm thinking, what is going on? This cannot be for storyline. There is no way this is for storyline. Like, I'm telling myself, how is this storyline for Posha? But apparently the news is breaking and we're getting more development, and there's now financial lawsuits against Simon. Apparently he had a timeshare deal with a private jet who is now suing him for close to $1 million. You know, there's some debt everywhere that he's owing, and my God, it's quite scary. And today's breaking news is the fact that Posha has filed a motion that the judge upholds or upheld their prenuptial agreement, and that Simon should not conceal or destroy any financial document, tax return, blah, blah, blah. And she is seeking payment for her legal fees. This is like, it's gaining traction, and this is what I've decided to comment on it. So I guess Posha Williams, it's now like the Tessa from TikTok of Who the F Did I Marry? This is like season two, starring Posha Williams and Simon Gobadia. Now for me, I can't place it. I cannot fathom, or rather, I'm trying to figure the math, because I would like to think Simon went into this marriage fraudulently, but being Posha Williams, knowing who she is, she's got some tricks up her sleeve. I feel like these two are renowned fraud stars. Like, one is scamming the other, so they both scammed each other into this marriage, and whatever they are getting, quite frankly, they both deserve. Because I do not see how she met this guy. This guy was introduced to the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise by some Fallon Pino or whatever, as her husband or as a partner. And let me tell you, I wish I did it. I wish I made a comment on this, because when I saw that episode, I knew that, I told myself, because Posha went to visit her, I told myself, Fallon, you've lost your husband. Not because she could have done anything to keep that man. This man doesn't look like a man that can be kept. And this is another thing I should tell you women. Oh, when they tell you, what did you do for him to cheat on you? What did you do for him to go? You don't need to do anything. It's not you, it's him. Now, when they tell you, you must try and make sure you keep your man. Well, if you are into that, that's up to you. I don't subscribe to that school of thought. If I am not enough as I am, I will not do anything beyond my capacity. I will not try to please you to stay in. And please, vice versa. It should not be an effort to be dating or be in a relationship. Should not be hard work, because as it is, it's already difficult reconciling two strangers living in one space. So to make it an extra work for me, so that I need to keep you because you are the next thing since sliced bread, not gonna happen. And so when I saw it, I saw that episode, I said, this man is gone. There's no keeping this guy. Like, this is gone. This is like, she's lost this guy. And true to form, within a few months, Posha swooned. And all she did was, shake her beautiful bosom, and that was the end. And then there was the allegation of cheating. All of this came out. It was a messy separation that eventually led to a divorce that was followed by a gag order signed by Fallon. And before you know it, they had like 32 weddings to commiserate the fact that she won a man that is like fifth use, not even second hand. It's not even, no, you can't even classify. He is like the worst of the worst Belgium used car. Like second hand is winning when it comes to this guy. And personally, like I lived in the same state where this guy grew up, Edo State. And this particular name, Gobadia, is quite familiar to me. Now, I will not go into details as to the shenanigans, as to the history of this guy. because I don't want anyone to come for me on social media. And so when I saw the wedding happen, I was just laughing. I'm like, ugh, this girl, how desperate can she be to make this huge mistake? Why am I surprised that this is gone this way? No, I cannot wait to see what or how she brings down this man, because he's gonna be done for at this point. The feds are already on his. There's a lot of multiple lawsuits, indictments, so it's a matter of time before he's probably deported or he runs. And yeah, so this is, I don't want to go into this because we're going to be getting a lot of first-hand information from Posha herself as to the reason why she is divorcing or she filed for divorce. We're going to get, I just hope that Simon Gobadia hasn't done anything to Pilar, because I will not put it past this man, this despicable man. That's just because the divorce announcement was too sudden, following a 6 days around the world vacation, honeymoon like swing in Dubai. It's quite extraordinary for that to happen, but it does happen because a lot of us pretend. I try not to, but a lot of us pretend, women especially, because we are. There is this thing that happens when you are not seen with a man. You are now ostracized from society. You are now looked down on. You know, pretty much you look like a plague. Nobody wants to associate with you because they feel like associating with you means you're going to give them bad advice, or you're promiscuous because you're now single, and so they don't want you, or you want to come snatch their husbands. It's something that you don't need to tell nobody. See, I don't need you to tell me otherwise. I know this. It's happening to me, and for me, being a loner is something that I relish. Like, I love being by myself. I love working in my own space. I don't even want to mingle, so that I don't come off as a plague to you, or I don't rub off my bad energy on you, and you don't rub off your positive energy on me. See how that goes? See what I just did there? It's fine. And when you recognize that and you are content in your space, nothing can shake you. And that's it, guys. I think I have rammed too much. 27 minutes is a long time for my hot trending topic. Well, guys, that's it. If you have come to this end, thank you for watching. And if you like my video, please comment, share this channel with your friends, and subscribe. With that said, I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
Say what you want to say.